is time for the hot topic of the hour. Hunter Biden's request to make a virtual court appearance for the gun charges being denied by a Delaware judge. The judge deciding the president's son should not receive special treatment, ordering Hunter to appear in person for his October 3rd arraignment. Meanwhile, back on Capitol Hill, Attorney General Merrick Garland did not have much of an answer when pressed on his involvement in that Hunter Biden investigation. Watch.
Have you had personal contact with anyone at FBI headquarters about the Hunter Biden investigation?
I don't recollect the answer to that question, but the FBI works for the Justice Department. It's.
I'm sorry. You don't recollect. You don't recollect whether you've talked with anybody at FBI headquarters about an investigation of the president's son?
I don't believe that I did.
I don't recollect. Kaylee, your thoughts?
Yeah, Garland was his usually slippery self during the hearing yesterday, refusing to answer even the most basic questions. And one of his answers that I found was really interesting was he was asked directly about a seeming contradicting statement that he gave to Congress earlier, where he had declared that David Weiss, who is then the U.S. attorney investigating Hunter Biden, had full control over the investigation. Garland was pressed on that answer yesterday, and it was interesting that he said that he only intended that David Weiss was supposed to have full control over the investigation, but not that's what ended up happening. Those are two very different answers. Whether he intended David Weiss to have full control over the investigation or whether he actually did are two very different things. And it's interesting that he made that distinction.
Yeah, and I also saw that he was so adamant about David Weiss being the special counsel. He said that there was not another alternative.
Right. Well, David Weiss was obviously the pick because David Weiss has been the one helping to slow roll this thing from the beginning. Yeah. I mean, of course it's going to be David Weiss. He's just going to keep the train moving.
I also thought the Republicans did a masterful job when it came to all the money flowing into the Biden family accounts. You know, Matt Gaetz bringing up the China initiative was really important because we're trying to identify what it is that the Biden family is getting paid for. Why did they accept millions of dollars from foreigners?
Look, anytime you're using code names, I mean, you're not 8 years old playing in the backyard with walkie-talkies. Anytime you're using code names in email, you're setting up shell corporations. There's some funny business going on. But, you know, this whole two-tier system of justice that Merrick Garland was getting skewered over yesterday, this isn't just about the Bidens versus the Trumps. I mean, this is affecting the lives of private citizens. It has gone to that extreme. I mean, you look at the prison sentences handed out over the January 6th insurrection, as they call it.
Yeah, that's right.
And you compare that to January of 2017, when Antifa intended on disrupting and or canceling Trump's inauguration. They were destroying buildings. They were lighting cars on fire. Just a slap on the wrist, if that. Then you fast forward to May of 2020, when President Trump had to go hide in a nuclear-proof bunker as they were trying to destroy the White House. Nobody got 22 years for that.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, this is now impacting private citizens.
I'm so glad you brought that up. And how about the fact that they claim that they don't know how many informants were in the group, in the crowd on January 6th? They don't know. How do you not know how many people are working for government against the people as informants? I'll tell you, A.G. Garland is getting slammed on social media for his opening statement. Here's that statement.
We apply the same laws to everyone. There is not one set of laws for the powerful and another for the powerless, one for the rich and another for the poor, one for Democrats and another for Republicans, or different rules depending upon one's race or ethnicity or religion.
Oh, come on. People are so sick and tired of these lies. Fox News contributor Leo Terrell posted on X, quote, "You are watching a liar." While civil rights attorney Harmeet Dillon writes this, need Pinocchio meme stat. Your thoughts, Lily?
Well, the polls of Americans, everyday Americans, confirm why they are so doubtful of our justice system. 4 in 5 Americans think there is a two-tier system of justice, and that is very concerning, exactly because of what Mark was saying. It affects everyday Americans. Yep. And what we're seeing here, playing the Biden versus Trump situation, is showing that it can indeed be turned up against you if you don't agree with the opponent. So definitely the weaponizing of our justice system is a concern leading into a year of elections.
Yeah.
This is going to be critical, and I'm glad the Republicans are being disciplined and diligent in gathering the facts so that we don't fall into that same narrative of just weaponizing for the sake of going after the enemy.
Kayleigh, it is so obvious what's going on right now, and everybody sees through it. That's why that opening statement is getting trashed on social media.
It is, and I just got to say, thank God Merrick Garland isn't on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I mean, Democrats gave Mitch McConnell a really hard time for that, but can you imagine if this man was on the highest bench of the country?
That's right.
Think about the ramifications for our legal system.
Well, let's remember, though, it's not just Merrick Garland. I mean, the staffers underneath him are also, should be looked at. I mean, Lisa Monaco is his number 2. Is she running the show?
And then just look at what the FBI is doing in regards to surveilling anyone that was around the Capitol on January 6th.
Disgusting.
I haven't heard anything about the BLM rioters or Antifa being surveilled.
Terrible.
Right?